movie review for you, and this one's at number 89 in my top 100 of all time. It's Badlands, released in 1973 and directed by Terence Malick. It was his debut feature, and it stars Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek and Warren Oates. The script was loosely modelled on the Starkweather Fugate killings of the 50s in the United States. It was effectively the breakthrough for both Sheen and Spacek in terms of their acting careers. The movie's set mainly in South Dakota, although we do end up in Montana. Kit's a dustman. He's age 25, and Holly is 15. She's still at school. She lives with her father, played by Warren Oates. He's a strict character, very cold-like. Much was made of Sheen's resemblance to James Dean, and also the similarity the movie had with Bonnie and Clyde, inasmuch that as the young couple are on the run for the majority of the time. But they are really completely different movies, although they are described as contemporary westerns, cars replacing horses. What impresses me about Badlands is how Malick captures the innocence and the selfishness of youth and young love, that's devoid of any sense of responsibility or conscience, but at the same time he wants their voice to be heard as a representation of the generational change that was taking place in the late 50s. Throughout the movie, Holly narrates, reminiscent of a teenager's diary, as she records the development of her relationship with Kit. As with other movies I've reviewed, it's the scenes that energise my viewing. For example, the opening scene when Kit chats Holly up. He says, and I quote, "I got some stuff to say. Guess I'm luckier than some." You know then that this guy isn't your average dude. Later, after they run away, Holly asks Kit, after she loses her virginity, "Did it go the way it's supposed to go?" Well, Kit's response is anything but enthusiastic. Throughout, the two lead characters seem to let serious events wash over them, as if they are normal day-to-day incidents. A friend of Kit's, who they visit, is later shot by Kit, but Holly talks to him like there's nothing wrong. Kit describes the bounty hunter's ambush as akin to sitting ducks. There's a surreal scene when Kit and Holly invite themselves into a rich man's home. The occupants, two of them, are petrified, but the two kids milk the opulence with utmost respect and feel satisfied by the brevity of affluence and don't resent moving on without it. The harp and parlour room highlight the deep contrast to both Kit's and Holly's respective origins. Holly strolls through the garden with a golf club in her hand. Kit becomes philosophical and tells Holly, "Listen to your parents and teachers. There's always an outside chance you can learn something." He continues, "Try and keep an open mind. Consider the minority opinion." And all of this he says into a dictaphone. A visitor arrives, and in a riveting scene, Kit remains cool and handles the potential intrusion with calmness personified. Holly's narrative is at times poetical and insightful, too mature for a 15-year-old, but maybe Malick wanted the narration to be retrospective. Malick explores the playful bits throughout the movie, enabling you to forget the carnage that has taken place before. The pair smooching to Nat King Cole's Dancing in the Moonlight is another poignant moment. As the end approaches, the two decide to spin an empty bottle to settle which way to go in the borrowed Cadillac. It's clear that their adventure has run its course. Well, this synopsis is just a brief picture of what is a tremendous piece of work by Malick, and sets us up for his future body of work. As I said, it's number 89 in my top 100 of all time. Now, comments and questions. If you want to ask me any questions or comments about this review or any other, then email me at asterhugo99@gmail.com, or catch this video with all the others again at my YouTube account, which is John Vickery. Okay, that's it. See you next time.